Welcome friends, my name is Emmy and you're on the Zen with Emmy channel. I'm excited to be here with you today and I have a really challenging pattern, and I mean that in a positive way. I think you'll like it when you get going on it, and so I'm really grateful for this opportunity to work with you and to share some fun with you today. I am going to grab a color today, any color, just a color pen, and I am going to grab a color pencil too. It'll just show up better, so you may want one as well, and if you do, go ahead and pause me while you grab yours, and then let's get started. And where I'd like to start is, as always, on what I'm grateful for. And I am so grateful. Oh, so hard to see. I'm sorry. I'm so grateful for my son because he taught me and he believed that the future is longer than the past, and I will always admire him for that. He believed it. He followed along with the teachings of that the future is longer than the past. And that's about all I have to say about that, although it will be what I'm thinking about today. Today we're doing a pattern called Houdini. It's by a guy named Tomas Padros, and he's from Barcelona. He has been doing patterns for a long time, and I will say to you, honestly, he loves challenging patterns. He loves linear and things that are geometric based. And you won't see a lot, although if you look him up, you will see a lot of cool examples of what he's done. So let me just start with, I think I can start right away with my pen here. So I'm going to start by making a long, thin line, just like that. Maybe I can even get a little closer. And then about an inch below, or 3/4 of an inch, whatever you desire, I'm going to make a second line. This is meant to be a ribbon, and it's going to have the illusion of going on and on and on. Let me show you. No, let me not show you where it's going. Okay, I'm going to start in a little bit here and down a little bit here with a triangle. I'm going to make a triangle that does not touch the two lines. I need a lot of space between this triangle, and I'm going to create another one that more or less auras that first one there. So I'm coming down so that this triangle goes the opposite direction. I'm going to do it again, leaving a lot of space. Try to leave that at least that much, and I'm going to aura this line and create another triangle. Now these are all meant to be the same size, although it won't matter if they're not precise. Zentangle is a very forgiving hobby with no eraser, and it's not meant to be precise. So the next thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to see this, the tip top of the triangle. I'm going to make a stick that goes up. This triangle, the bottom corner, I'm going to make a stick that goes up. This triangle, I'm going to make a stick that goes up. Okay, where I am here at this bottom corner, I'm going to make a stick that goes down. And I'm going to make another on the tip of that triangle that goes down. And this one here is absolutely going to kind of go off the paper, but it's going to be a stick that goes down. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start closing a few things off. I'm going to close off this line here from this triangle, that corner, to the tip top there. I'm going to close off this corner right at the bottom, like that. The next thing I'm going to do is use my blue pen to show you what you and I have created here. So I'm going to take my blue pen and I'm going to make a stick on the inside. I'm going to go on the other side here and make another stick, the whole length like an aura. And then you see where I have this tiny little triangle here, rectangle really, sorry about that. I'm going to make a stick that comes up on either side in about an inch, or not an inch at all, in about a centimeter. And this one that is only a partial, I'm going to make a stick that goes down. Now I hope that you can see what we've done here is create a ribbon. If I get I also have a color pencil here, and I'm going to come along here and darken in here, darken in here, and darken in here. Make sense? So what I've done is create a ribbon that goes like this and up and over and back down again. I think it's very cool when you get the hang of it. Now, you maybe yet don't see it, so I'm going to grab my shading pencil, and this is meant to be the bar, and I'm going to put a little bit of pencil shade on the inside. I hope you can see that. I'm going to also put a little on the inside of here, on the other side of what's meant to be the bar. I'm going to put a little shade on the inside down here, at the bottom of the triangle. There's not much of a triangle anymore, I hope you can tell. And I'm going to put it on the inside here. And then where I have this line, I'm going to run a bit of shading along here too. And that went into the distance, so it doesn't much matter. Grab your shading tool, and if you shade your blender stump, if you shade in here, now I believe you can really see how this is no longer a series of triangles. It doesn't look like that at all anymore. I hope you think it looks as cool as I do. I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to show you a sample of one that I made based on his work so that you might be able to try this in another way. First off, coming back out, I made several of these because I wanted you to see the bar and I wanted you to see a lot more of this triangle in a lot of scrap paper way. And here's a sample that I made. I thought it was quite cute, and I hoped you'd like it too. And now I'm ready to begin as soon as you are. Take another minute to look. I know, I think it's so cute too. Okay, grab your calendar. And we are on this day here, which is day 16 already. My goodness, doesn't time go? Now, this is a small space, so I'm going to run this long ways here. So that, and I don't need to start with pencil. I'm going to start with pen right away. I'm going to make a longish stick. Better. I'm going to make another longish stick. And then I'm going to make a triangle that does not touch either of those sides. Leave a lot of space between this triangle and this next one. We'll start with an aura, which is just to say we're mirroring that first one. And then we're going to close up the triangle without touching either of those two lines that we created. Now I'm going to make another aura, and I'm trying to leave, again, a lot of space here. I really personally think this is better with 4 or 5, but his demonstration on GratitangleZ.com actually on Facebook actually shows it with just 3. So this time I'm going to grow us a little bit, and where I have these two, where I have this I'm going to take this up and over just a little bit. Do it again. I'm going to take this, the next one up and over. This one is going off the paper, but the tip of the triangle is going to go up and over. So the bottom of the triangle, look at that, the right side is going to come down and across. This tip of the triangle is going to come down and across like that. And this one will close this triangle and close it to the line. And now that you've been through this once, I'm certain you can see where it's all going. And the first thing I'm going to do is take this tip of the triangle across here. And I'm going to close off this triangle as well. Now they don't look like triangles anymore. Now I know you can see it. So use whatever color you like, because last time I used blue. This time I think I might just do a few stripes. Striped ribbon down the middle here. And then this is coming over the back. I bet you can see it now. So I'm going to make the stripe on either side. And down the middle, I'm going to do a series of dots. Okay, this one would go like this if it was finished. It's coming right over here, this ribbon. So I'm going to close that off and a series of dots down the middle. Now I have this sweet thing here, this bit of a pipe that's being held, or board, or whatever it would be. And so I'm going to come along here like this with a bit of pencil to show my shade. And then I'm going to do it again here. Of course, you can add a whole lot more pencil if you want. And I used blue on my blender stump, so I've got to get a new one, which is also a used one, but the point is it's in pencil, not blue, because that wouldn't work out very well, would it? So, do you like it? I hope so. I'm going to come along here and add a little bit of shade to these ribbons, ribbon corners or end pieces. And then I am actually going to grab a piece of paper. And if you want to follow along with me while I do one more of these for us. So I've just got a small piece of paper here, and I'm going to grab my pen, and this is just going to be, we're just going to do a ribbon tangle, and I like to do it on a way wonky curve. That's up to you. I'm going to bring it long like this, a long stick. I'll come in a little bit, and you see this is probably a full inch, I'd say here. I really like the ones I made with curves, but let's just do the straight first. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is a triangle that does not touch the top or the bottom, just like we did the other two times. Up, down, close the triangle. Or this first triangle with lots of space between, because we're making another triangle. Close it off. This one is auraing also. And finish the triangle. I am actually going for at least 4 or 5 this time. So I auraed, stick to close it. And I'm going to make my line extended just a tiny bit so that we can do one more. You may be already there, and wide between again. And this is another triangle and closed off. Okay, I hope your thumbs up right now. Okay, so this first two, I'm gonna, from the tip of that triangle, I'm gonna more or less have a tiny piece that looks like it's going over. You know where we're going now, it's going over the bar. So this corner of the triangle is gonna go over the bar again. The bottom of the triangle, the bottom right corner, is gonna go under. This tip of the triangle on the bottom is also going to go under. This tip of the triangle is going to go up and over. This corner, the left corner of the triangle, is going to go up and over. This corner of the triangle, the right triangle, is going to go under. Right here now, on the tip of this triangle, has the illusion of going under. If you look at these just one piece at a time, you'll see it, I hope. And this one, this tip of the triangle, like the others, is going to go over. Can you see the ribbon? Down, up, down, up. I hope, I hope. It shows up a lot better when you start to close off. So from this corner of the triangle, the right corner on the top, I'm going to close that off. From this corner, I'm going to close this off. You see this triangle does not go any further, but I certainly could make the line for the triangle, right? Same idea. Okay, now, down at the bottom, you see that first line went across. You know what this is, and I'm going to close it off. This, it comes out underneath, and I close it off. And this one is not here, so I really can't do that much with it, but it gives you the illusion of what we're trying to do here. So I believe that if we put lines in this, that you'll see it much easier. So I'm going to put a line in this like it's a ribbon. And dot, dot, dot. If I skip to this one, a line, and a second line, and then a dot, dot, dot down the middle. This one, a stick on either side, and then dot, 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 dot down the middle. Here, this is the back of the ribbon. The ribbon's going in and out and in and out. I think this is really cool if you give it a chance. So a stick on each side, and then a dot, 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 dot. This one came down here, and it's going to go up the other side, the back side of this, and dot, 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 dot. Do you get it? I hope you do. I think it's so cool. Okay, next thing. Grab your pencil, and let's get some shading on the inside of this ribbon first. Do it a little different this time, just for fun, because it's good to change things up, I think. I know you'll have a few times that you're looking at this, and remember, it is on GratitangleZ.com if you want to look at that way too. And there certainly are some other artists that are also doing this in case you want something like that. Now, the pole. I'm going to do the inside of the pole because I want it to have the illusion that it's rolling, that it's a round pole. So if I do the inside, that will give it the illusion of rolling. So I darkened with my pencil on either side here, and I don't have much there to darken. I'm going to do the bottom row now. I'm going to come along like this and below it. Probably will have a hard time if you've gotten this far, which I sure hope you have. You will have a hard time seeing even where the triangle was now. A little tiny bit closer. Grab your blender stump. Start with the ribbon. And so I've got my ribbon done. So now I'm going to come along here. If I darken the inside, if I smudge, and this isn't the best paper, so it may not smudge the very best for you. Depends on what you used, what scrap you used. I just think this is lots and lots of fun once you get the hang of it. I hope you agree with me. This is a little longer video than we usually have. So I'm really glad you're here. I'm glad you stuck with me. And if you'd like to share this with somebody, I would appreciate that. And please like the video and subscribe. I am enjoying having you here and making these videos for you and with you. So I'll see you another time. This is Emmy. Bye.